Hello guys, welcome back once again to my channel here where we brief you on things happening with our people abroad. Now, before you go for what would I call it, for vacation this season, always know your capacity, know the things you can do and the things you cannot do. Or sometimes will I say that the tragedies that happen in some cases are from village people. Anyways, village people shadows suffer. All of us now village people, just that we also left village to the city, so we may also be the problem. So it could be from town people as well. Anyways, may the soul of these two guys rest in peace. What happened? They said that they went for a holiday in Portugal. Unfortunately, one went for a swimming, but when his friend realized that the guy was having difficulties in that pool, he also jumped in, and both of them seems not to know how to swim, and we lost them. Very sad and unfortunate. Before the arrival of the medics for resuscitation, it was too late and they were no more. British friends who died jumping into hotel pool named as parents face nightmare. The parents are facing severe, nightmare for this very tragic loss. One is called King Edomi and the other one is known as Mo. Now, they say that the two British tourists who died after reportedly jumping into a pool while on a holiday in Portugal has been pictured for the first time, which is these guys you have here. King Edomi, who is 29 years old, and friend Mo, who is 27 years old, were discovered at the bottom of a hotel swimming pool in Albufeira and pronounced dead at the scene on Tuesday. That is last week here. Emergency services had been called in the early hours and attempted resuscitation, but both men were pronounced dead at the scene. Police said there is no suspicion of foul play. Very sad and unfortunate. People who went to enjoy, people who went to relax, people who went to take a break. This is how we lost them. Now, they said that the pair traveled to Portugal from the Ipswich area, and a GoFundMe page has been set up in memory of both the men who brought light into every room they entered. A spokesperson from the Polícia Judiciária, the Portuguese Criminal Investigation Police, said that the bodies were found at about 4:30 a.m. So 4:30 a.m. is very early. So how can you people go to swim at 4:30 a.m.? It's too... All these people who are just... I don't know how you people... Wait till now want enjoy yourself. Early morning, and I don't enter pool. Or more. Enjoyment day shower on different levels. Me, if you never knock 2 in the afternoon, 3 they go 4. And that's afternoon when there is sun, when everywhere is clean. I can't go there. Probably if it had happened when it was, daytime, maybe other people or the trainers or people who knows how to swim better would have rescued or helped the situation. But because it was too early and people were still asleep, believe me, maybe that's why the guy or these guys were not saved. According to the information we have here, they say we went to the swimming pool and found CSI work there. There is no criminal evidence involved in the deaths of the two British citizens, the officer said. The cause of death will be determined by the National Medical Cabinet in Portugal. According to the Portuguese newspaper Correio de Manha, both men appear to have been drinking and did not know how to swim. They have been beg, and they don't carry woman. Their families are now facing every parent's worst nightmare, friends of the tragic pair said in paying tribute to them. Almost £14,000 has been raised so far, which will go towards the repatriation cost, and tribute from the online fundraiser said, on what was meant to be a joyful holiday in Portugal, our two dear friends Mo and King tragically lost their lives less than 24 hours after arriving. They didn't even have time to enjoy the money they have worked for. Now, wow. What was supposed to be sunshine and laughter turned into heartbreak no one could have imagined. They were brothers to many, gentle, kind-hearted souls who brought light into every room they entered. The kind of people who would drop everything to help you, no questions asked. They were warm, loyal, funny, and full of dreams. The sort of men you never hear a bad word about because they are simply were none. They were deeply devoted to their families, their friends, and their faith. And now, all of that has been taken to suddenly and no and so unfairly. That's what one of the people or friends who wrote a tribute to them said, according to their life. May their souls rest in peace. Very sad and unfortunate. So I would like to use the same opportunity to tell you that if you are going for these things, please, it's very important that you prepare yourself, do the ones you can, okay, and leave the ones that you don't know how to do. Don't try those. You know, we are different from Oyibo. Oyibo people, they can try anything and maybe it works for them. But you as a black man, Omo, forget they say British. They are all Africans, right? Who got British citizenship there. Okay? So it may not really work for you. Some people, you want to go skydiving, you want to go to this air balloon, you want to try new things. You know you don't know how to swim, don't go to that deep part, because in a swimming pool, there's always the deeper part where sometimes they use a rope to cross and say, don't go beyond here if you are not an expert. So what are you going there to do? You want to try new things, you want to do fantasies. Although they say they don't drink. I don't know how drunk they were. So that one could also be part of the issues, you know, that has led to this very tragic loss that we are crying about now. May their souls rest in peace. Type RIP for them. Meanwhile, our sister here, Kemi Badenoch, Nigerian citizenship. She said that the thing is not even virtually available for her and the family in case she wants to apply for it as a Nigerian citizenship and all that. That is not easy for her family to even get it. I say, now, wow. And so Nigeria don't take B. Or you're listening to her by yourself.
Other countries that are Muslim, they don't tolerate this sort of stuff. They don't tolerate this sort of stuff. And I talk about how we are allowing our tolerance to be exploited. We have people pretending, for instance, to be homosexual so that they can claim asylum, and then they go on to get married and have children. They're abusing the laws that we have. We have people who go through false conversions. They come to the end, you know, the parish priest, they're very excited. Oh, these Muslims want to convert to Christianity. They convert so that they can claim asylum and say, if I went back to my country, I'd be persecuted. This is exploitation of a system that was not designed for this sort of thing. You have to be honest about that.
So you say to somebody who's coming from Nigeria and wants to create a little mini Nigeria in Britain?
No, that is not right. And it wouldn't. Nigerians would not tolerate that. That's not something that many countries would accept. There are many people who come to our country, to the UK, who do things that would not be acceptable in their countries. It's virtually impossible, for example, to get Nigerian citizenship. I had that citizenship by virtue of my parents. I can't give it to my children because I'm a woman. Yet loads of Nigerians come to the UK, stay for a relatively brief period of time, acquire British citizenship. We need to stop being naive, and that's why under my leadership we now have policies to make it a lot harder to just get British citizenship. It's been too easy. It's basically a conveyor belt. We want people who have who want to come to our country to be net contributors, not people who will immigrate and then need welfare, need social housing. That's not right because they haven't paid into the system. So there is a lot that I'm changing on policy that is suitable for the times we live in. We could get away with these things before the era of mass travel, before mobile phones, before small boat crossings. There's just the global mass migration which we're seeing that's very destabilizing. They didn't have that in the 80s and the 70s and the 90s. We need rules that work for today.
Kemi Badenoch, pleasure to have you on.
All right, una don hear. So I didn't even know about this, that you cannot give your Nigerian citizenship to your children if you're a woman. Wahala deal. Anyways, Let me know what you guys think about it. As a woman, you can't, but she says that in UK, you are permitted to do all that and then enjoy everything, but in even other countries will not accept what's going on in the UK. That's why she's tightening the immigration rules, immigration policies to, make it more harder for immigrants to enjoy all those things that they just come and pick up as if it is nothing. Now it is going to cost them something. Let me know your opinion. Do you support Kemi Badenoch's ideas on immigration, or do you oppose it? Drop your comment down below. Now, before we go, I want to use this opportunity to introduce a very nice app that you can use to send money to Nigeria. Now, with this very app, you are very certain of speed, reliability, and confidence. If you use this app called Tap Send to send money to Nigeria, in seconds, it will arrive at the bank or in the bank account that you sent it to in Nigeria. Now, another thing that is accompanying it is the bonus that they are offering. Now, how will you enjoy this very bonus? By using my promo code. If you use my promo code, you are going to get £15 extra for people in UK, 15 euros for people in Europe, in every part of Europe you are, Germany, France, just name them, Italy, you are getting 15 euros on top of your money. Then those in Canada, you are getting $30. Those in USA, you are also getting $30 on top of that money because of my promo code. And 75 AED for people in UAE. So don't miss out on this very promo. Use my promo code to get, and you can download from App Store or Google Play Store. Enjoy. God bless.